Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. First and foremost, we're going to give thanks to the Most High God, El Elyon, the God of Melchizedek, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is known as Yahuwah. I'm going to break down Acts chapter 2. We're going to get down to business right now, right? Okay. And when it's the day of Pentecost will fully come, they were all with one accord in one place, and suddenly there came a sound from heaven, and all of the rushing mighty wind, and it filled all of the house where they were sitting. And there appeared unto them cloven tongues like as of fire, and it sat upon each of them. And they were all filled with the Holy Ghost, and began to speak with other tongues as the Spirit gave them utterance. And there was dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. So this is why we so busy, we criticizing our brothers and sisters. You got to remember these languages came upon from the area and the region that they was in. So this is why the people were shocked to hear that the other people, they could hear them. So this is why he said, now when there was noise abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language. So now they shocked, and they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, behold, are not all of these which speak Galileans? No, because we got scattered all over the earth. This is why, even if you look, when Jesus went to the lady at the well, she said, are you greater than our father Jacob? And Christ had to let her know, only if you knew. Because he went out to go speak to the scattered sheep. Now this is the proof right here. And how here we every man in our own tongue wherein we were born. The Parthians and Medes and Elamites and the dwellers in Mesopotamia and in Judea and Cappadocia and Pontus and Asia, Phrygia and Pamphylia and Egypt, and in the parts of Libya about Cyrene and strangers of Rome, Jews and proselytes. So if you look at this right now, just imagine when Abraham started, he started from that region of the Medes where the Elamites and the dwellers in Mesopotamia was at. Then he went to Judah, Cappadocia, ended up down to Egypt, Rome, Jews, proselytes. We even was with the Carites and the Arabians. This is why you got the South Sahara African desert, the Arabians. We do hear them speak in our tongues the wonderful works of God. And they was all amazed and were in doubt, saying one to one another, what did this mean? Because they all was hearing each other and able to speak to each other due to the holy fire from the Most High God. So the ones that couldn't hear, peep what they said. Others mocking said, these men are full of new wine. But Peter had to let them know. So Peter went standing up with the 11, lifted up his voice and said unto them, ye men of Judea, and all ye that dwell at Jerusalem, be this known unto you, and hearken to my words. For these men are not drunk. They wasn't drunk. They was filled with the holy fire. Just like some of us, when we speak the word, people trying to say we crazy, but they don't know the power that we dealing with. The Most High going to reveal it to them, though. And seeing it is, but he said, for these are not drunken as ye suppose, seeing it is but the third hour of the day. But this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel. So if you look, it's days of Noah, because the days of Pentecost is back then. But what did he say? And it shall come to pass in the last days, said God, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall see dreams. And on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. So when you're looking at this right now, don't we have a whole bunch of people right now on these channels? They hard workers, laborers, welders. You got women doing hotel work, helping the elderly. That's the handmaidens that he talking about, the people that's the servants of God that's under this servitude of the false prophet and these devils. God is automatically putting you out there right now to serve the word and bring our people to this new kingdom in these last days. So with that said, peace and blessings. Shalom.